All right, what is up, guys? Who do we got in the chat here? Thank you for coming here on a Thursday night. Happy Thursday, all, says Chasin Plastic. Ready up, says Carly Ann. Ready up, Carly Ann. Who do we got in here? It's a happy Thursday. Welcome to episode 2. I got some kind of cool things I want to talk about. Hey, John, thank you for joining. And I did get your email today, John. I just don't know. Have you been getting my emails back? My email's been acting a little funny lately. So just let me know if you've been getting my emails back to you. So yeah, episode 2, I got the best UFO photo ever taken. So it's kind of a popular article that's been going around lately. And I just kind of want to get my thoughts on it and see what you guys think about it too. And I want to talk a little bit about some haunted forests as well. All right, good. So you have been getting my emails. I've been like sketched out lately, thinking my email hasn't been working. So that's good to hear that you're getting that. So who else we got in here? I see we got about 8 people in here. Oh, there he is. Chizza Chad. Hey, Chris. How are you feeling, bro? Hope you're doing well. I'm feeling pretty good, man. Thank you very much for asking. I am just on the verge of, I'm going to be exploring again soon. So definitely let me know maybe sometime next week. If you want to go find a place to explore, just let me know, man. Let me know what your schedule is like. I'm going to be a little bit busy Wednesday and Thursday. But let me know. So hope everything's going good with you as well, man. And I've seen you've been doing a lot of really cool videos lately. So welcome, Benita. Thank you for joining. So how's my volume? I got a new mic setup because I wasn't happy with how the volume was coming out the last time. I sounded like a little bit far away. You probably had to turn up the volume. So I got this new boom arm and everything, so that way it sits a little bit closer to my face so you guys can hear me more clearly. So just let me know if I sound good. If you need me to move this mic further away because I'm too loud, let me know. But besides that, let me know. So Chad said, hell yeah, brother, be in touch. Of course, man, I will. I'll text me soon. Let me know what your schedule's like and we'll figure something out. Thank you, Carly Ann. New mic and background looks great. Thank you. So the volume's better than my last live stream. Good, good. The mic was a little bit far away. It was sitting on my desk. And it was probably picking up a lot of other noises in the room. So Jeremy Sulko says, sound bad. Well, tell me why it sounds bad. Should I go further away? Love the mic setup. Nice. Thank you. Who else we got in here? So we got 9. But all right. So first I kind of want to shout out quickly. If you guys haven't checked out my Instagram, if you don't have an Instagram, that's totally fine. But I do want to kind of shout out my Instagram real quick. I do post other things to it, pictures, some trailers, whatnot. 331 followers, trying to get that up a little bit. I know I got like 4,400 subscribers on YouTube, so if some of y'all can come over, that would be great. And like I said, I got some extra pictures of last week's video. Maybe different angles that you haven't seen yet. Jeremy, my apologies. Sounds good. Thank you, Jeremy. Benita says, Eli in Dakota says hi. Well, hello, Eli in Dakota. Thank you for joining. Chad, I like your last video. That old house is super cool. That old house is wicked cool. These are the pictures from the older house right here. I got a couple of them that I did post on Instagram. There's these files have like maybe, some of them have like maybe up to 8 or so photos in each one. So you can see different angles, different stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. So I just wanted to shout out really quick my Instagram, trying to step my game up with that. So um, yeah, that last house, Chad, that place you definitely got to go to. You definitely got to go to that spot. I did hear. I think you told me that um, there might be a camera there now or something like that. So I would like to go back and do like an investigation, like a full one. So let me know if you're down. We can we can set that up. So, and it's not too far. John Morris said, I saw it. The house had some excellent woodwork and furniture. Yeah, the woodwork in that house was awesome. That staircase. I wonder how long it would take to do all that woodworking in the hallways. I don't know if those are individual panels or like individual little pieces of wood. That's kind of crazy. Um, Carly Ann says, at Chisachad, agree. He finds some really awesome and unique locations. All right, yeah, definitely, Chad. We'll go back there. We'll see if there's a camera there. I don't think there is, um, but you know how sometimes I don't know, people give you false information, but who knows? Um, let's see. Bonita, yeah, do a paranormal. You said you kept hearing things from upstairs. Um, yeah, when I first got in there, I thought I heard like maybe not like footsteps, but like random little bangs, probably coming up from like maybe the third or second floor. Also, there could be animals in there, or I don't know. Um, there was some like EVPs. A couple people caught. Tiffany caught some of those, so you can see in the comments. I thought I might have caught something, and she thought she caught maybe when I went to go to the staircase during the investigation part of the video. I forget what timestamps, but it's later in the video. She thought maybe she caught a woman's dress rounding the corner at the top of the stairs, very very faintly. It's tough to tell, but that'd be pretty cool. And then I thought I caught an EVP right when I was going to the stairs that said wait, like maybe it was like a woman's voice that said wait. If you slow it down to like half speed, and I think it's like right when I'm about to say the word up, like but upstairs, you can hear her say wait, but you got to kind of wear like headphones or something like that, and you'll hear a woman's voice. So I don't know. It could be haunted. It could just be, I don't know, coincidence. So that's why we do that's why we call it like an investigation. We're just, I go there open minded. I'll debunk everything, and that's why it's like an investigation. I'm not going there and saying it's haunted. There's ghosts there. They're moving stuff and throwing things at me. Like I'm not saying that. But John said it would be about 40 to 80K easy today. Definitely. I mean, just like I could imagine the labor alone and the quality of the. I couldn't tell what kind of wood that is. I'm not really good with that, but um, Chizichat said, my boy heard growling in that house. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I mean, that house is creepy, and I don't know what happened there. I mean, I don't know what happened to that family. It seemed like it was a house maybe of probably at least 8 people. Um, so I don't know what happened to them all, because usually if you have a big family like that, somebody in that family eventually, if they're alive, they'll inherit the house, or something like that, or I don't know what happened. It's kind of crazy. So if you haven't checked out that video, it is the last video I uploaded last Friday. Um, it's a really cool spot. When I went there, I thought it was just going to be like an urban explorer, checking out a house, exploring it, seeing what's there. And then once I got there, I was like, I'm hearing a little bit of noises. And then once I saw that pentagram in that bedroom, I was like, maybe I should investigate. So, and I know a lot of you guys tell me like, I should use like my instincts with that. And I kind of was just like, all right, maybe I should investigate. Um, yeah, John, I think I will go back. We'll see if there's any cameras there. I don't think so. I don't think there was any power there. I know there's cameras now that I think you can like charge them, and you can watch them wirelessly. So, and there's only like one other house on that road. It's at the very end, and there's like nothing else. Anna, hello. Thank you for joining. Uh, Bonita says it looks like cherry wood. That would be really cool. And the area that it's in, they probably have like an abundance of cherry wood. Chad says, I got to take you to the Satanic Ritual House. I definitely want to go there. I saw that you posted that, and I've seen like Ronan has been there, and a few bunch of other people. I'm totally down. I'm definitely down to go there. I got a couple other spots that I'm not going to say here that I got that I think you'll be interested in. So, um, John says, I always wondered what the secession is to those abandoned places. I have seen descendants just pay whatever taxes, absolutely no interest in the property. Yeah, I wonder if they're paying taxes on that property, and maybe they were really well off. Maybe they made a lot of money. Maybe they moved to another part of the country and was just like, I kind of don't want my parents' old, rundown house, and they just leave it there, maybe waiting for the property to go up, the property value to go up. I can only imagine that in that area, that property value is still worth a good amount. So it's just so strange what happened to that family. Even with most of these places that are abandoned, you just kind of wonder what happens to them. Carly Ann, they don't do quality woodwork or masonry anymore like they used to. It's a shame to see such beautiful houses fall into disrepair. Yeah, that is so true. Um, these newer houses are just like cookie cutter, and you know, it's those older houses are like everything is unique, and they definitely don't build them the way they used to. Chad says, I don't think the camera works there. I didn't even see a camera. I mean, there might have been one on the front porch. I don't remember. Maybe it's just to deter people. Did you say that someone had the cops called on them there or something like that? Because if that's the case, then I don't know. I don't know. I kind of parked in the fake driveway they had, and I don't even think a single car drove by or anything. So we should be good. We'll check it out. It's still worth the drive either way. Anna, I absolutely love the Gothic nun church place you went to. Oh, the abandoned convent. Yeah, that place is really cool. I can't believe they kind of gave up working on it, and I've seen people go there recently, um, and it looks exactly the same. So I think they kind of gave up on that convent. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go back there too. Plus, I got my new camera, and I kind of want to take better photos and stuff. So it's always worth. And there's a lot of places that I went early on that I kind of want to go back to, just because you know my filming skills are a little bit better, and they're still worth a second run. So I kind of want to check them out. So um, eminent domain. How does eminent domain work? Is that like if it's abandoned, like the state takes it over or something? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what eminent domain is. Bonita. Well, if that is the case, would have to be very well off. Yeah, they would probably have to be really well off. Chad, yeah, my boy was there alone, and the cops came and searched his car and everything. Wow, they searched his car. That's hmm, that's an interesting one there. Anna, I find it funny that people question why people abandon houses. I am guessing a bunch of rich people on the Titanic never came out. Oh yeah. Um, that was cool and creepy. Kept waiting for the nun to pop out. Nuns are creepy. I mean, I'm sure they're very nice. I know some of like the schools back in the day. The nuns could kind of beat you up a little bit. So maybe not those nuns, but um, yeah, a ghost nun or something that's high on the list for creepy. I got a Chad said, what new camera did you get? I got a Sony A7C. So it's the new compact version, pretty much, of the Sony A7 III. It's actually really cool. I'm still learning it, and I'll be testing it out soon. So hopefully I figure everything out. I'm actually using the camera right now. So I'm using it for the live stream right now. Varies from state to state, even county. Yeah, that place was absolutely stunning. Hey, it's Mid. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the live stream. Eli wants to know what I mean by UFO. Unidentified flying object. And I know they've been calling it something else lately. I forget what it is. Maybe someone can remind me what like the official term is now for UFO that they like to use. So I will be getting to that story. It's actually a recent story. I'll be getting to that very shortly. I just want to kind of catch up with you guys a little bit. And I got a couple other little stories too. So, John, I was taught by them. You were taught by the nuns. How was that? And a plane crash equals family no come home. Yeah, definitely. That's, oh my God, that's awful. Taking your whole family on a vacation and then a plane crash. I mean, that's terrible. Carly Ann laughing my ass off. Ghosts, nuns are scary beyond all reason. They are. They're very scary. Bonita says, nice camera. Thank you. Thank you. For how much I paid for it, it better be nice. Chad says, I got a spot out here where they reported a UFO crash like 10 years ago. Several people saw it. It crashed into a lake. Hey, I mean, let's go. Is it like in a like a forest around the lake, or is it like a wooded area we kind of camp out in? And I got a cool tent and everything, so we can do some like outdoor camping video. I know these guys like that. I know a lot of you guys like these forest ones, which I'm going to be doing a lot more soon. I'm totally down. I got some time coming up, so we could figure it out. And Chad, if there's any places you want to book soon, let me know. I got a couple on my list that I kind of want to book. So that way we can all split it and maybe see if we can get somebody else to join too to help with the costs. So it'd be really cool. John says some were nice, but there was tough ones for sure. Yeah, the tough ones. The tough nuns. Anna says so many reasons a house could be abandoned. Yeah, there really is. Like, maybe you can't afford to fix it up and the house gets condemned. Or a lot of them are like hoarder situations too. And I don't know, it's just so strange. It's so strange. Carly Ann says to Chad, I wonder, did they ever recover any wreckage from the lake? Yeah, I wonder if you have any article on that or anything. Let's definitely check it out. We'll get that story right. We'll do a nice little storyline for the people. All right, so we can camp out. Perfect. I'm down for some camping this year. Benita, John, did you get rulers across your knuckles if you wrote with your left hand, the way my brother? So they would hit you with a ruler if you wrote with your left hand. I'm glad I'm a righty, but those nuns could be brutal. UAV is the new term. That you are correct. It's unidentified aerial vehicle. Yes. They always got to change it up on us. Every time they get their hands on things, they got to change the wording. Cool. Your Chad is down for some bookings. Very cool. If possible, I kind of want to get down to Kentucky. There's 2 spots there. We could do like Waverly Hills or the Octagon. I think it's like the Octagon House or something like that. And then not too far going down to Tennessee in the Smoky Mountains, there's Brushy Mountain Penitentiary. Those are some I'm eyeing at. So, but if there's any closer too, I mean that's even better. Closer is better. And we also have the USS Salem up here in Mass. So if you want to come up in Mass, the USS Salem would be pretty cool. I know they kind of limit you to where you can investigate and stuff like that and how long. So USS Salem would be pretty cool. Let's see. Yes, even your left arm, says John, about the nuns. Chad said they never found anything, but several people saw it, including a local state trooper. They said it was like a bright green meteor crashing, and they searched and found nothing. Wasn't there like another one in Pennsylvania where a UFO crashed into the forest, and a couple witnesses saw it, of course, and then all of a sudden, like the army was there, and they surrounded it. They actually they took it out in pieces. I forget what it was. I saw something on a long time ago, but I think it was like in Pennsylvania in some forest, and it was probably like, I don't know, 40 years ago or so. It was like a famous one, and I think it got broadcasted on the radio at the time too, and like they were kind of scrambling to try to cover it up. So, first I hear of the term. Is it official? Yeah, I think so. Anything coming out, I think from like the Pentagon and stuff, they're going to be referring to as a UAV. I think I got that right. Yeah, UAV. I already forget. I'm terrible. I'm such a terrible person. I like the cool spots you and Big Red find on your own. Yeah, I'm actually going to probably head back to a lot of those older spots too and redo some of them. So, and hopefully Red can join whenever he's ready. Tiffany, thank you for joining. Thank you very much for making it. Benita says, yes, that happened not too far from where my daughter lives. The one in Pennsylvania, I don't know if it was Pennsylvania. Let me know. Let me know. I think it was. Can you do that on the USS Constitution too? I think it's supposedly haunted. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I mean, haunted ships, that would be a first for me. So I'm down for haunted ships. USS Salem is pretty creepy. So from what I've seen so far, but I want to do the Lizzie Borden house, but it's too expensive. I don't. I love them and all. I love the story and everything, but they ask a lot of money to stay there, and maybe in the future. But Lizzie Borden house would be cool. Chat says, yeah, I think that was an on Unsolved Mysteries, the UFO crash. I heard a long time ago. It was a cool one. I don't know. I thought it was a cool one. UAP, I think. So unidentified aerial phenomena, right? Phenomena. Benita says they really didn't give any kind of explanation at all. Explanation at all over the radio. Thank you very much, and I never said anything on WPX Channel 11 News Pittsburgh. What's that? We should do Gettysburg. I am down for Gettysburg. 100% down for Gettysburg. And that's not too far too. That's probably only like maybe 5-6 hours from here. I could be totally wrong. Is it that closed or open? I heard it was closed, then only seasonal. The USS Salem, I think it's open. It should be open. I don't know about the USS Constitution. Anna says, yeah, I think that's it. Unidentified aerial phenomena. Yeah, I think that's it too. So, all right, well, since we're talking about UFOs, let me bring up something. Oh, the Lizzie Borden house. John says no, the Lizzie Borden house. I don't know. Lizzie Borden house is not too far away. I can check their website and everything. I know they added 2 bedrooms to the basement, and I was gonna ask them like, hey, to save me some money, I'll sleep in the basement. I'll bring a sleeping bag. Like, I don't care. Like, what would you charge me for the basement? But now they built like 2 bedrooms in the basement. It's like $300 a room. So I don't know. That's a lot. So Chad says, all right, brother, I'm gonna head out. Just wanted to stop in and show some love. I'll hit you up soon. Hey, thank you for swinging by, Chad, and definitely hit me up soon, and definitely join on the live streams whenever you can. And when I get some things figured out, if you want to even, if I can do like some kind of Zoom thing, maybe I can get you up on the screen somewhere, like I don't know, like right here. I'll have your head, and we can talk to some people about some things. So let me know. Maybe I can figure that out. So have a good night, man. Anna, the Queen Mary is amazing. I definitely want to head over to San Diego and book the Queen Mary. What's that? What's the room that everyone always books? I forget what the room number is, but it's supposed to be the most haunted room. You see it all the time. I think Omar Gosh has been there. Sam and Colby has been there a bunch of times. TFIL, they've all been there. Awesome chat. Have a good night. Hammond Castle is a definite Halloween destination for me. Hammond Castle, that's is that in New Hampshire? Didn't you, I think you said, was it you who sent me that? I know someone sent me something about Hammond Castle a while ago. I just can't remember. Thank you for joining, Bibbin. Hope I say that right. The Queen Mary is under repair now. Okay. Well, that's a good thing, I guess. Keeping it nice. It's in okay. Hammond Castle's in Gloucester. I will definitely look into it. I've seen something on it. It sounds so familiar, but I bet there's more than one Hammond Castle. Benita says WPXI is a news channel in Pittsburgh. Mom said they didn't say anything. I was about 5 years old when I think the UFO crashed here in Pennsylvania. Okay, so yeah, that's probably it. Thank you. All right, I'm going to let me bring up this first article while we're still kind of on the UFOs, because it's a recent one. It's short, but kind of want to hear your guys' take on this, and I thought it was interesting. So let me see if I can bring this up. All right. Let me put this in full screen real quick. All right. So supposedly, this is supposed to be possibly the best photo of a UFO taken. This was actually taken, I think it was 1971, and I'm actually going to read it to be correct here. Unidentified flying objects. Recently, a 50-year-old photo of one of the such sightings emerged on social media, leaving users baffled. The photo belonging to Costa Rica's National Archives, was shared by the United Kingdom, which covers unidentified aerial phenomena. The publication said that the photo was taken in 1971 during an aerial survey of Costa Rica's northern highlands to study the impact of hydroelectric projects. The aerial photographer named Sergio Loaiza took pictures of the landscape in black and white, but he and three others on the project were unaware that they had captured something unusual, which makes me like, when you accidentally catch certain things, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of legitimizes it a little bit more for me. But you never know, they could just be saying it was by accident. But it was It was only later, when they pulled out the negatives for an analysis, they noticed a strange object in the air, UAP Media said. On frame number 300, with the timestamp of 8:25 a.m., the image shows what appears to be a shiny metallic disc on the right of the photograph. UAP Media said it obtained a copy of the original photograph from a Costa Rica resident named Esteban Carranza. The publication claimed the object had not been successfully debunked so far. You know, definitely when you have an older, I'm going to go back to the picture here. So when you have an older picture and, they say, no one really noticed it, and it doesn't look, I mean, I'm not an expert, but, it doesn't look like it's been altered with, it's just a black and white photo. So these type of photos I believe more than the modern ones. So I don't know what you guys think of that. So kind of want to hear some of your opinions. Do you think this is like, you think it's fake? Do you think, this is an actual UFO? I mean, if it was 1971, do you think it's the same thing that maybe crashed into Roswell? Do you think these things have been around for way, way longer than we think? So, Carly-Ann says it's an alien. She is sure it is an alien. John says, Anna says, there's also a castle near New York State that was an armory. I think I know which one you're talking about. It might be right off the highway. I'm not sure. John says, I don't know. I'd have to really do the history, etc. I agree. But if anyone has any takes with black and white photos, especially in 1971, can they be manipulated? Obviously, when you scan them onto a computer, they can be altered. And I don't even know if, this one here is actually, it was altered on a computer later on. But you have to take their word for it, I guess. And I don't know. I think this one's kind of cool just because it was from 1971. It kind of just got brought to light. And so far, they say experts can't debunk it. So kind of interesting. Carly-Ann says, that looks pretty legit to me. Holy cow. It does look pretty legit, but you never know. So you never know. Tiffany says, I'm sure it's real. Only question is it an alien or ours? That is the ultimate question. Has it been ours? What kind of technology did they have? I know this is like right up Ancient Aliens, but what Ancient Aliens from History Channel, but yeah, what technology did we have back then? What kind of secrets did we keep of that technology? And who knows, is it really a UFO from another planet or another galaxy, or are they interdimensional? Have they always been here? Are they like, I don't know, have they always been here? That's kind of my, I kind of think they've always been here, especially when you look at the older architecture and stuff like that with the pyramids and those huge blocks that are perfectly cut and everything like that, and they weigh like, what is it, like 100,000 pounds or something like that each. So it's like, I don't know. It's Mid says, kind of looks like a drum, like drums plates, like the like a cymbal, like the cymbals on a drum, like a hi-hat or something like that, because it does look like a hi-hat. Maybe they just like cropped in a hi-hat on there. They're like, oh, look, those guys, they think a drum cymbal is an alien. Tiffany says, I believe we've had that level of technology for a while now. I agree. I mean, I really agree. Imagine, like, I don't even know. Just imagine what we have now that's, totally kept secret. It blows my mind. And we can go into that one day. Carly-Ann says, that's a good point. And yeah, it does. LOL, looks like a symbol. It does look like a symbol. Let's see. Anna says, It's in a lake and it's just ruins now. I think it's Benjamin Castle. All right, cool. I will look into that. There's another castle in New York on an island that you can have like events at too. I was looking at it and it looked abandoned. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get a raft and go to it. And then I click on it. It's like, oh, have your wedding here. I'm like, well, yeah, that sucks for me. Carly Ann, they're already doing soft disclosure, so I don't think it's too far fetched to believe. Yeah, right. They kind of like are slowly releasing things out to kind of get us used to the fact that there probably is aliens or something. Um, John says, I believe the Roswell incident happened and a lot of cover up, but I think it was military work, which today were considered arcane technology. Uh, yeah, it definitely, I think Roswell definitely happened. I mean, are you sure it's on a weather balloon? I mean, it kind of looks like a weather balloon. I'm just kidding, of course. So, yeah, I think it was U.S. military technology of some sort. Um, but it's crazy, like so much after that Roswell crash, so much technology slowly kind of got unveiled. Like, it's like they didn't want to, if they did catch something, and they had that technology, obviously they needed time to study it. But then all of a sudden, like, you had such a crazy burst of different technologies, like, uh, better computers. Who knows? Maybe the technology for just the iPhone kind of came from that. They slowly unveil it so you're not shocked. Like, something happens in the 50s or whatever, whenever Roswell was. I'm not sure if someone can tell me the year Roswell happened, but if like all of a sudden in the 60s and the 70s, you have like iPhones, that'd be kind of strange. And that type of leap of technology, it'd have to be gradually put out to kind of not shock people so much. Um, MDZMZM, to which year that picture belongs? That picture was taken in 1971 during an aerial survey of Costa Rica's northern highlands to study the impact of hydroelectric project. So 1971. So if anyone knows a little extra, little information about film back then, give me your take if you think that's real or not. So Benita, I love that show, Ancient Aliens. That was definitely a good show. Is it still on? I haven't had cable for a very very long time, so I don't even know what shows still exist. Anna says, just saying, my mom went from trains and bicycles to radios to phones to microwaves, and now we have cell phones that are better than the past computers. Yeah, it's like the iPhone, even like with the new iPhone. I mean, the new iPhone is probably better than my computer right now. So my laptop, which is fairly new, but I bet you the iPhone 13 is more powerful than my computer by a lot. It's mids, yeah. In Italian, non-experts would call that plate translating on the go. Bonita, yes, I believe they have always been here. I agree. Hi, Kat. Thank you for joining. I look so happy and healthy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing better too. So, Tiffany says they want us to believe they're fake alien attacks. That's coming in soon. Yeah, that could be possible. I was kind of nerding out because I go down rabbit holes every now and then just for the fun of it. Um, but like the whole, was it like Project Bluebeam or something like that? I was kind of looking into that. It's kind of weird, but I'm sure they're way better at it now. So I don't know. I don't know what they're planning. Benita, we got the technology from aliens themselves. Everyone who's on stream on the History Channel, they have a show called Ancient Aliens. Watch it; it's cool. Yeah, Ancient Aliens was cool. I used to watch it when it first came out. That was such an awesome show. Um, John says, my opinion is that they used tech that was Germans had at war end. Yeah, that's very very possible. The question is, where did the Germans get the technology? Wasn't there some conspiracies that they kind of had connections with aliens, like they were doing some deals or something, and maybe that's how they got that technology. So this is what I like. 'Cause I learned so much from you guys too. So because I spend a lot of times trying to research subjects and everything, but sometimes I just can't get to everything. So it's great hearing multiple opinions and stuff. Anna, you just described every sci-fi movie ever. Sci-fi movies are the best, even the cheesy ones. I really like sci-fi movies. John Moore said Werner von Braun, the scientist that created the rocket, the V2 rocket. Yeah, he probably I couldn't only imagine what that guy invented. I know we kind of recruited him for his mind, even though he was working with some very bad people. But hey, Nikki, thank you for joining. No worries that you're late. You have to finish up some chores. Chores are important. Everyone here, stay on your chores. Carly says, she agrees with Benita. I suspect some kind of agreement with extraterrestrials that allow us to access some of their technology for sure. Yeah, I agree with that. Something strange going on. Things are happening too quick nowadays. It feels like, I don't know if you guys think, but like it feels like time is just going way, way, way too fast. I don't know. I woke up today and it's already live stream time. Like I've been kind of like prepping this almost all day, and it's already here, and soon it'll be over. So something weird's going on. Like I don't know. I feel like things are being sped up. Let me know if you guys feel like the days are just going by way too fast as well too. So, and if you read any version of how the pyramids were built, it's absolute nonsense when you consider he died at 16 or something. Oh, like the versions like how they had a bunch of people like chiseling away at it for like hours and hours, like days and days on end, just chiseling away to make those blocks perfectly straight. Like we couldn't even cut those blocks today with any technology. How perfectly they cut those blocks and everything. Like and lifting too, like lifting them up. That's how like I don't know. Something's up with that. There's I don't know. I'm gonna get this wrong. Maybe it's in Florida or Georgia or something like that. Some guy built some structure over there, and people claim like he found a way to levitate the rocks and put them into place. If you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know, because I want to relook that up, and maybe we'll show that again someday. But maybe like there was a way that, or some kind of technology with like wavelengths or sound waves where you can get the rocks to levitate and you can just kind of push them around. So let me know. Or maybe there's a natural element inside specific rocks that they know how to activate, and it makes them kind of maybe weightless. So, and then I've been looking at like, I think it was I think I seen it on that is Impossible channel on YouTube. He does compilation videos and stuff, and they had these huge boulders inside the pyramids that like it would have taken like 100 men to carry them through these tiny passages, and it's just totally impossible, and it's totally dark in these passages, and it would take like, I don't know, like 100 people just to open the cover on this tomb. So it's very interesting. It was maybe like 3 videos ago of his that he had a clip of that, or maybe 2 videos ago of his. It might have been 2 videos ago. Let's see. John says, yes, him and others had a lot of tech, as in Werner von Braun. They had no choice at the time. Yeah. Nikki says, are we talking about aliens? Yes, Nikki. The great subject of aliens. There'll be a little bit of haunted. I'm gonna move on to some haunted forests soon too. Just I want to touch on some haunted forests. I love haunted forests, so I want to talk a little bit of haunted forests, and I'm gonna be doing a lot more of those kind of videos too, of camping outside and stuff. So, and these places actually have to do with aliens too. These places I'm talking about, they're stores of aliens touching down in these forests, and maybe there's portals, and maybe they're interdimensional or something like that, and there's portals in these forests that they come through. So John agrees. I do. Time flies. Time is flying. Nikki, I do. Start doing something and boom, hours have sped by. Yeah, it's just crazy. And some people say that when you get older, time goes by way faster, just because you've lived so many years. But when you're younger, like if you've only lived like 10 years, you like literally lived like a tenth of your entire life. Like like time is a lot slower for younger people, just because they haven't lived a longer life. So I don't know if that's true. I don't know. Just something I heard. Kat says you need to take Angelo. Exploring with Angelo. He's good friends with Chizza Chad, so I have no problem with that. I'd like to meet him. He seems like a really nice person. So I'll be exploring with Chad. So hey, welcome anytime. Hey, if he wants me to join, I'll join with. So I'm cool with everybody. Anna says two in common, and they had came from thousands of miles away. Oh, the stones. Yeah, they couldn't find the stones in Egypt. Like they don't originate right by the pyramids. They would have to have come from a very far distance. Nikki says I get frustrated every day, as in. Hold on one second. I want to take this off my screen. Unless you guys want to keep looking at things, but. All right. Nikki says I get frustrated every day, as in. As in, where the heck did the time go? Same here. So. John says we'll look at the properties Mercury has mentioned many times on Ancient Aliens. I'm sure there are many things, many elements can do that would baffle us. Yeah. And who knows, like, maybe they know that now. They just want to make things more difficult. Imagine if we could build with that kind of stone nowadays, but they want us to use cheap building materials that just deteriorate. And you've seen some of the abandoned places I go to. You take 5 years away of air conditioning out of some of these buildings, and with the moisture and the humidity and with the windows closed, and then when they board them up too, mold gets, how fast does mold grow in these places and stuff, and they just deteriorate. It's like we can build these buildings like efficient and maybe with these old building materials that aren't dangerous, like asbestos and whatnot. If we can build them like that, they'll last for so much longer, and they kind of look better too. So and Nikki says, "Yeah, I believe they are here already," as in the aliens. I think they're here too. I think they've been here for probably forever. Whether they're interdimensional. If you guys maybe agree, like they can come in and out of our dimension. Maybe there's multiple. Maybe there's multiple races of aliens. Maybe just I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they're under Antarctica. I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to delve into Antarctica, but that's like my favorite place to kind of conspire about like what's going on in Antarctica. What's under the ice? Is it warm under there? Is there an atmosphere? What's the deal? They need to lift that treaty. I want to go over there. You guys got to send me over to Antarctica. I want to see Antarctica for myself. Anna says, how do you plan ahead to bury a dude 100 years before you knew they'd exist? As in like the like mummifying like kings and pharaohs and whatnot. MZM says, we know old Egyptians used demons to help them with building the pyramids. As I remember, the guy who helped with the wireless connection also wrote magic books. I believe it. I totally believe it. Benita says, yes, you learn a lot about that on Ancient Aliens to the pyramids. Yeah, Ancient Aliens is great. Is it still on? I'm not sure if Someone said, is that still a show? They probably would be on like season 20 by now. MDZ says the magic books, which were usually used to connect with demons, so I don't know if the US government is using demons to help them with developing any advanced technology. I would not doubt it at all, or at least maybe select people who have given who have had leaps in technology, like you know, some of these tech giants and whatnot, and maybe even you know, like the military industrial complex and whatnot. So we're conspiring over here, guys. We're conspiring. I love it. It's fun to conspire. It's fun. And, you know, I just want everyone to respect each other's opinions too. You know, this is just fun. You know, we can talk about what the weather's like outside, or we can just talk about cool stuff. So I just hope everyone, you know, just gives everyone respect. And, you know, we're just talking here. You know, we're going to respect everyone's opinions. So I do, because you never know. Sometimes someone tells you something and you look at them a little crazy. And then, you know, later down the road, some events happen in your life where you see some things for yourself, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, maybe they were right. And then, you know, all of a sudden you're going to them like, hey, you were right. So let's see. Bonita says, I seen something about an artist and they could not understand how he was able to move the stones. I think that was it. He was like an artist, like I think it was like Florida or Georgia or one of the Carolinas or something. But I think you can visit the place, but like he won't tell you how it happens. He works on it, like, I don't know. It's very interesting. I'll try to find it. I'll try to find it. But Nikki, let's not talk about age. All right, we will not speak of age from here on out. Carlian says, we still don't have the technology to cut those pyramid blocks with the same level of precision as they did back then. We don't. We don't. So, you know, the only thing I can think of is like, if you got, I'm going to nerd out here for a second, and you guys can give me all the crap you want. I'm cool with it. I accept it. In Star Trek, they had those phasers that were like, you know, those high-powered lasers that would cut things perfectly. So maybe there was some kind of, and Star Trek's kind of predicted some things. Like when Star Trek was out, you know, they had kind of like that FaceTime, like the when you can talk to somebody and you can see them like on the phone and whatnot. They predicted that. They kind of predicted the iPad. So you'd see them walking around, like you'd see Captain Picard and all of them walking around. They had like an iPad. So, you know, they kind of predicted some things there. So, so go ahead, put in the chat here. Chris, you like Star Trek? Don't even get me started on like the Klingons too. They're my favorite. Anna says, all things, even caves, were built to last until the recent years. Yeah, and if you've seen some of the underground cities that they found, and, you know, nowadays we wouldn't be able to, like, those underground cities, the structures, like they've sustained like earthquakes over hundreds, maybe thousands of years or so, and they're totally fine. So who knows, you know? And it just, like, I don't know, it blows my mind how many tunnels we probably have right below us in the United States and whatnot too. I know the Ozarks, if you guys are familiar with the Ozarks, it's kind of like this area in the, I guess like what the South Midwest area, maybe like Mississippi. I know some of you guys know. It's kind of in that southern, western, midwestern region. But there's supposed to be tons of caves down there and tunnels. Nikki says, what better place to hide stuff than Antarctica? Who's going to go looking there? It's so cold. Yeah, and from what I hear is like the only place you can really, if you want to visit Antarctica, the only place you can really visit is like one small portion, and you go there, you see some penguins, you see some of the bases, or the scientists go. So you're only like really allowed to go to certain places. So I would like to go there myself one day and explore. If I had unlimited money and resources, I would go there. I'd spend a lot of time in Antarctica. John says Brian Greene is the authority of string theory. He said mathematically there could be up to 20 universes, the multiverse. I totally agree. I totally agree. There's got to be. There's got to be. Anna says my bestie went there, Antarctica, because that's awesome. And I would love to go. John says Giorgio Sokolos. I don't know if I can say that name. I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. A hero. I know who you're talking about. It's mids. Why are they naked though? The aliens. I have no answer for you. Why they are naked. Bonita says, have you ever heard of suicide forest in Japan? It is in Japan, and it is my absolute favorite forest, and that it's number one on my list for forest is suicide forest in Japan. I first saw Exploring with Josh go there early on in his channel, and I definitely wanted to go there. TFIL went there. A bunch of YouTubers went there. It's one of my top spots. Suicide forest, absolutely for sure. I know there's I forget what mountain is right there, or it's a volcano, but I want to go far. I want to do like a whole week. I want to get right up to that volcano, and I want to spend like a whole week in that forest. Because if I'm going there, you know, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna go hard on that. So, Carly Ann says. Carly Ann says maybe they're nudies or nudists, maybe. Anna says no. I meant that it took 100 years to build a pyramid, so I don't get it. Yeah, I don't see how that's crazy. That they say they won't take 100 years. Nikki says I want to open up Area 51 and let us see what really is in there. Wasn't there supposed to be like a raid on Area 51 where like a bunch of people were gonna show up and like stormtroop it or something like that? So I don't know. Maybe there'll be the storming part 2. John says, Bonita, that is Japan. The movie The Forest was based on that. Yeah. Suicide Forest is, if I go to Japan, I'm going to Suicide Forest 100%. Bonita says it's on demand or on cable company. All right, I'll try to catch up with Ancient Aliens a little bit. Nikki says, my daughter was stationed in Okinawa, Japan, and they went to Suicide Forest. They give tours, but only in certain places. Yeah, I've heard that's really cool, and I've heard that they have like parts of it roped off and everything like that. So, and then if you see someone's car that's been left there for multiple days, then they kind of send a little bit of a search party out there because, you know, unfortunately. Predictions have been predicted throughout eternity, for sure. Carlian says, I think they probably moved anything of serious interest after people tried to storm Area 51. Yeah, I agree. Isn't there another, not Area 51, but there's another base that's supposedly where everything is now? I think it's like maybe in Nevada or something like that. The FBI is watching this live right now. Probably, hey, I paid my, I know it's a different branch, but I paid my taxes this year. I'm all caught up. And yeah, so I'm good. Everything is legal. John says it can take 3 to 5 years to get permission to go there, and you have to have valid reason like research. Well, I can start now. We can fund my trip to Antarctica. It begins right now. I'll put in for 3 to 5 years, and my research would be what's under Antarctica. Send me to Antarctica, guys. Nikki says, I think there are a million planets like ours out there. Yeah, very well could be. Could be. It's just supposed to keep going on and on. So, and if there's millions out there, then there's got to be other life too. So, Bonita says, LOL, I know I'm a big fan of Star Trek. Thank you. Star Trek is not nerdy. There's a lot of cool stuff in Star Trek. Give it a chance. I recommend The Next Generation with Captain Picard and Deep Space Nine because it's awesome. Carlene says, might as well give them something interesting to creep on. Anna says, yes, she worked for NOAA. I can't remember the right acronym. Okay. So, NOAA for Antarctica. The station, I think, right? Bonita loves the character Spock. My favorite character is Worf, the Klingon warrior. John says, well, the Hopi tribe knew about Sirius B 1,500 years ago before astronomers confirmed it in 1951. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. They did know about that, and there's no way for them to have known that Sirius B existed. Nikki says, what if when we die and see the light, that's us being born again? I'm not going into the light. Nope. So do you think, like, are you saying, like, you think you come back like reincarnation? Like, you come back as a different person and it's just a different part of the world? That'd be kind of crazy. But, like, it'll be random, like a kind of like a random spawn somewhere. All of a sudden you're crying and there's a doctor right there. Let's see. John, the Hopi tribe ritual costumes do look like alien spacesuits, which aliens would need a protection of some sort, as we do. Yeah, for sure. I think I've seen what you're talking about. Benita says there's a lot of tunnels underneath the Pittsburgh area. I believe it. I can only imagine what our tunnel systems look like nowadays. And that big machine they use to drill tunnels is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Carlian says, Anna, did they have any interesting experiences or stories to share about Antarctica? I think you're talking about Antarctica, yeah. No one really showed up, and by the time you got into Area 51, all the things interested would be gone. Yeah, I don't think that raid on Area 51 worked out too well. I'd like it to. That'd be great. It'd give a lot to talk about. Yeah, I think it was Jake Paul that found someone in Suicide Forest. Was it Jake Paul? Was he in Japan, or is it something that he did in China or something like that? I forget. But yeah, it might have been Suicide Forest. I know, unfortunately, like when you go filming there, you can't help but sometimes you walk in. I think even TFIL, when they were filming there, they didn't show it, but there was somebody hanging from a tree, unfortunately. Carlian says, you're so cute, lol. Thank you. Me or the aliens? Bonita, you see, I would be more inclined to believe you in your experiences. Oh yeah, and I'd film all of it. I'll film all of it as much as I can. Other than dry suit diving, bad weather, and experiments. Nope, not so much. Okay, so that's in Antarctica. John, Jim, Spock, and Bones. Bones was a cool character. Bones was the doctor in the first Star Trek, correct? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Data for me. Data was a great character. For you guys who know, Data was the sentient, like AI robot. I guess I don't know if I'd call him a robot, but he was like sentient. Bonita says, okay, think of this one. They're not naked, but they are suits that they have to wear, just like we have to wear spacesuits outside of our atmosphere. Yeah, I mean, definitely, maybe. National Oceanic Atmospheric. Okay, that's NOAA. Okay. MDZ says, for underground cities, there are a few people's stories about visiting the underground demon cities. We have, I'm not sure what that is. Gog and Magog nations, which they also live somewhere under the North Pole of Antarctica. I wonder, there's got to be something under Antarctica. I mean, it's frozen over, and I wonder, there's rumors there's stuff like frozen under Greenland too, because Greenland is dense ice as well. That there could be stuff under the ice in Greenland. Is no one going to mention it's Star Trek? Sandra, hi. I wish I could stay, but It's 5 a.m. comes fast, and I need sleep. I'll be on later. Love you. Thank you very much, Sandra, for joining me, and hope you get some good sleeps. I don't understand quantum theory either. That's totally beyond me. Oh, her experience. Carlene says her experience is at Suicide Forest. I would love to hear anyone's experience at Suicide Forest. I hear that there's a heavy feeling there. I know everyone says there's always a heavy feeling at these places, but and also like a draw, so like it pulls people to want to end their life there. So it's kind of interesting but terrible at the same time. The government will shoot you the moment you step anywhere near those bunkers. Yeah, they probably would. They probably would. McCoy. McCoy was the doctor. I forget the first one. I watched the first one once. It wasn't my favorite. I know that's, you guys are gonna get mad at me for that, but the one with Captain Picard and Deep Space Nine was my favorite. Cass says you might consider having Angelo go with you and Chad. Um, that's up to Angelo. I mean, Angelo's a much bigger YouTuber than me, so I don't really have a say in that. Low man on the totem pole over here. So, but I hear he's a good guy. So Tiffany says, I did hear something about demons, Antichrist, and Antarctica, claimed to be the creator of all, biding its time. Something is going on in Antarctica. I mean, we spend a lot of money with, NASA trying to go to the moon and do all these things in space and everything like that, but I just feel like we should have way more. I know there's a treaty in Antarctica, and I'm not buying it anymore, but I think we should have a lot of teams there, and I think we should definitely keep it nice. Like I don't want them doing stupid stuff there, but I'm too curious. Like you guys need to send me to Antarctica, and we're gonna we're gonna get to the bottom of Antarctica. I will go in any little cave, any cavern. I'm gonna bring all the equipment, and I'll report back. John says, yes, I heard that too, feeling of despair. Yeah, for Suicide Forest, feeling of despair. That's just super sad. I wonder if there's something attracting people with that mountain. Maybe something, I don't know, something in that area that draws people, like some kind of energy of some sort. Carlene says, spacesuits that allow for aliens to breathe and possibly to protect the alien from diseases and bacteria that's on Earth. that the aliens might be extra vulnerable to. Yeah, that's very possible. That's very possible. Maybe aliens don't breathe oxygen and need suits for the purpose too. Yeah, I agree. Destination Truth agent went there. Um, Antarctica or Suicide Forest. Um, well, since we're talking about forests, I'm gonna go to the one forest you guys haven't mentioned. Just because the only reason I picked this forest is because there's a recent article on it, and I've known about this forest. I know Exploring with Fighters have been there. I think Exploring with Josh. I think Exploring with Josh definitely been there. Um, and it says I'm in the forest. Uh, okay, I'll check it out. I always like to see more updated stuff on Suicide Forest. What's the real name of that? I can never say it. Every time I see it, I just skim by it and like, okay, I can't even say that word, so I'm not gonna say it. Nikki, you go to Antarctica, you will get taken to their underground world. We won't have your videos or lives anymore. No Antarctica. Um, Maybe they'll send me back. You know, maybe they'll send me back if I act different. Then they got to me. But if I'm the same, then they're cool. So, Kat says everything is way too fast. Yes, everything is way too fast. It's almost 10 o'clock where I'm at. It's just crazy. Um, it's Mrs. Okigahara. I can't say Okigahara. If anyone can put the pronunciation out, like when they in a dictionary they have the pronunciation, you got to say it like real slow to me, and I'll try my best. Carlene says maybe we're in a time warp. We could be in a time warp. Something maybe with if you guys are familiar with CERN, was it the Hadron Collider? Maybe they messed around with that, you know. So all right, I'm gonna bring up one more thing here. Maybe two. We have some time. So quickly, Tiffany agreed. Nikki, I feel bad enough asking him to go to a haunted house and not sending him to die in Antarctica. I will survive Antarctica. I will survive. If I have to, I'll eat a penguin. So go ahead, put it in the comments. Chris, you can't eat penguins. Or I'll wait for a penguin to catch a fish, and then I'll take the fish from the penguin. I'll do it. All right. Let's see. Oh, there's one more thing I want to show you guys. I wasn't going to bring this up because it's not that great, but I just want to, really quick, this is going to be the quickest little segment here. So this is actually recent. This actually came out today. Let's see. So apparently the Mars rover took a picture of the Curiosity rover on Mars. Took this picture of some doorway they found on Mars. It could be a break. Some are saying it could be a break in the rocks, just luckily formed into the shape of a doorway. Here's the actual original photo. So they obviously added color to it, which I don't like when they edit these photos from space. So I like to see. I don't want it altered in any way. I want to see it for how it is. So yeah, like I don't know. There's a break here, and I don't know what you guys think of this doorway here. Do you think that's an actual doorway? Do you think it's just a lucky rock formation? So I just thought it was interesting, and it came out today, so I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. So if you want me to go back to this at all with the article, but the link is like sciencealert.com, and you can probably see, like, if you type in, I don't know, like latest news on Mars, you'll probably find the whole article, but I thought that was kind of interesting. So let's see. Nikki, how about the Poke-right Forest? I'm sure I spelled that right. I will try to remember that, and I will look into that forest. Oh, Pokemoke. Oh, okay. So that's like, was that in like Delaware or something? Doesn't a couple other YouTubers do some things in the Pokemoke forest, something like that? So, I'll look into it. I want to do more forest just because so I can camp. Camping is fun. Camping is good. Tiffany says you can't eat penguins. Well, you're probably right. But I'll follow them around, wait for them to get some fish, and then I'll eat the fish. Carly Ann, LOL, poor penguins. That's a door. I don't care what the government says. It could be. It could be a door. You never know. You never know. That's why I like to show it. It could be a door. John says, I agree. The original is the best. Yes. The original photos. I don't want any alterations to it. I want to see the original. I don't care if it's black and white. John says, I don't know for certain. However, that is very interesting. Yeah. I don't know for certain either. Tiffany says, that is not an accidental rock formation. That's a damn door. It looks like a door. It definitely looks like a door. And it says, better stick with fish because it isn't easy to cook in ice. Sushi, yeah, it would be. I can't cook in ice, so it would be sushi. You can. There's actually fire starter. There's actually some stuff you can use that you can actually. I forget what it's called, but it's a form of fire starter. It's like a kindling. You can burn it right on ice and it'll stay lit. But I mean, there's not really any trees for you to collect some firewood and stuff to keep that going. So yeah, it would be very difficult. It would be sushi time. And I do have MREs, so I have a bunch of MREs. So, and it says it does look similar to the vault we kept our seeds in. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The I forget what that vault's called. The seed vault. I forget where it is though. It's somewhere in like Switzerland or something like that, where we keep all our seeds. So, and they only add like so many, like certain seeds every like 10 years or something like that. There's like hardly ever new seeds added to it. Lori says, I've always thought something could be inside that planet. Could it be? Could be aliens. Maybe they're cat people. I don't know, the cat emoji there. Maybe they look like cats. I mean, you had those Egyptian characters where what they were like, their heads were dogs and stuff like that. So maybe they're something like that. And it says CJ and Jasco. Yeah, the Pokemoke fire. I think I've seen something on that. I'll have to look into it. So I'm always interested in that too. And we can look for any type of Bigfoot or anything like that too there. We won't say we're going looking for Bigfoot, so that way, we can secretly be looking for Bigfoot, but we won't say it. If you announce you're looking for Bigfoot, then you won't find Bigfoot. It's got to be an accident. Padilla says, hey, how is Big Red? Big Red is doing very well. He's working hard. He's working 2 jobs. He's working all week long, and then he works another job on Sunday. So he's got to do what he's got to do. And when he's ready to roll, he's always invited. So it's always fun exploring with Big Red. It's CJ and Jasco have some crazy videos from Pokemoke. Holly Lores too. Yeah, I'll look into it. Also, forest videos, you don't have to pay anything to go to a forest, so I like that. It's free. Carly Ann says Anubis, I think, the Egyptian person with like the dog head or something like that. Is that what you're referring to? All right, well, I'm going to, let me know, and I'm going to pull this one up here. Do you guys like when I go to full screen, or are you okay with it being like on the, like just kind of right next to my head? So let me know what you prefer. I know some people, they watch on cell phones, so having a full screen might be a little bit better. So just let me know. I can work with either or, so. But for now, I will put it to full screen. And I'm trying to get faster with switching things here, so. All right, so thank you, Carly, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Carly, Ann, holding it down. All right, so I don't know if you know how to say this right, but Hoia Baciu. Have you guys heard of this haunted forest in Transylvania? I know a couple of YouTubers had been to it, and the second I saw it, I was like, "That's on the list." John says full screen, then reduce just to see details. So like zoom in. So that's what I've been doing. I've been zooming in. So I hope that's okay. That way you can see some pictures and whatnot. You can see kind of nice. And I don't know how it works with the rights for me, using these. But it's okay. Like if they demonetize this, I'd rather be able to show you guys everything, and that's no problem. So I'm gonna hopefully this works out and they don't like get mad at me for showing these people's pictures and whatnot. So I don't know how that works. Hey fireman, thank you for joining. No worries, my friend. Thank you for joining. So yeah, so I don't know if you guys have heard of I think you say Hoia Baciu forest in Transylvania. There's a lot of cool stories here. I think if you check out Exploring with Josh and maybe Exploring with Fighters, really cool channel, Exploring with Fighters. I like their channel. They went here and it just seems like a really cool forest. So and has some kind of cool stories to it, which we'll be getting to. So all right. The Hoia Baciu Forest is located on the outskirts of Cluj-Napoca. I'm going to get these wrong, guys. So, on the northern border of Romania, it spans across 250 hectares of Transylvania. I don't know if anyone can translate what hectares are into acres. I think I read another thing. It was like 600 something acres. I could be wrong, though. And it's considered one of the most haunted places on the planet because of strange paranormal phenomena that is consistently reported. I mean, that's pretty creepy looking. Hoia Baciu Forest is often referred to as the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania, as it is said to be inhabited by the devil in person, by ghosts, or perhaps even aliens. The forest gained notoriety around the 1960s when a biologist named Alexander Sift photographed a flying object in the sky above the forest. And here's his pictures. Nice old black and white ones here. After this incident, another inexplicable event soon followed, including the disappearance of a shepherd and his 200 sheep but were never found again, and the disappearance of a 5-year-old girl who later reappeared 5 years later, wearing the same clothes and without having aged even a day. A woman also disappeared after a long time with a 15th century coin in his pocket, and the case of a missing woman having reappeared in the forest with the 15th century coin in her pocket. There have been also first-hand reports from people who have entered the forest only to come out with burns, severe rashes, headaches, and high fever, which they did not have before. Some studies have revealed higher than usual radioactivity produced by natural uranium present in the subsoil. So, also right here too is this little area, that patch is, I guess, things just don't grow there, and people claim that it's just things have never grown there. And this is a place that seems really interesting to me. It's a place I would definitely like to visit if I could ever get to this area. I know there's like Dracula's castle somewhat nearby, and this is like a really cool spot, and it has to do with aliens too. Maybe, what do you think? There's like there's portals in here. I guess when people go to this spot here, they try to open portals to different dimensions. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think there is something, it says right, let's see, it might have been on another article. I can pull that up. Let's see. People who live near the forest refuse to set foot in it. Many claim to see strange lights, anomalies on the edge of the forest. According to the legends, there are spirits of murdered farmers who lost their lives ages ago. People who are brave enough to enter Hoia Baciu forests feel restless and agitated. They strongly feel being watched and they lose track of time. Also, people who visit the strange forest appears to have migraine attacks, nausea, all that stuff. Many eyewitnesses claim to have seen ghosts and faces appear in picture that couldn't be seen by the naked eye. Electronic devices refuse to work, and female voices are heard. People claim to remember all kinds of things from the past when in the forest, but completely forget about them when they walk out of it. Now they're talking about the strange vegetation here. I know I saw something that said that when some kind of guide went there, when some guide went there, he saw like a group of like 60 people trying to open up a portal there. So that kind of stuff kind of goes on over there. I don't know, maybe there's something in the soil. So maybe something happened in that patch right there that's causing nothing to grow. But then again, it has grass, so I don't know. I don't know if grass would grow if there was something going on with that. So, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think of that forest. I think that one's pretty cool. And a lot of these forests, they have like they're always linked to like alien sightings. Same with the forest that me and Big Red went to, the Freetown State Forest in Massachusetts in the Hakamak Swamp. There's stories of actually when Ronald Reagan was flying over the area of the Bridgewater Triangle, which contains the Hakamak Swamp and the Freetown State Forest, that he saw these glowing lights coming from over there, and he thought it was actually a UFO. So, or an unidentified aerial phenomena. All right, let me catch up with the chat real quick with you guys. Let me see what you guys think. Full screen, then reduce just to see the details. So you know what? I'll just pull that up so there's a picture next to my head, so you guys can have something to stare at instead of me. That place looks awesome. It does look awesome. I definitely want to go. John says, I think Chris Halton from the UK went there. Check his channel, Chris Halton. I will try to. I have my notepad. I got to get my notepad ready. I keep forgetting, so I can write things down. But I'll watch the replay and I'll start writing things down so I can remember names and stuff you guys tell me to look for. And if there's any cool stories too, you guys can always send it to me that you want me to cover, and I'll try to nerd out a little bit, get the details right as best as I can, and then try to link to these articles. And I do put links in the description of all the articles that I show you. That way you can maybe click on it if you want to go further into it. So, and there might be some in there that I don't get to, but that's okay. Benita says, that is no rock formation, that is a door above. It looks like it has covered covered porches. Oh, it looks like it had a cover. Okay, I see what I think I see what you're saying. Nikki, watch out for vampires. Yes, I will bring some garlic and some silver or something. So, and maybe some like Count Chocula cereal. And it says ghost hunters went there, very creepy place. Ghost hunters have been everywhere. That must be so awesome. I wish I can get to that point. But do it my way though. It's mids. Yes, people see lights in there. I'd go there. Yeah, once I can start traveling, I will go to these places because I want to. And the Paris Catacombs. I need to go to the Paris Catacombs. That's right up there too. So did Ghost Adventures and also Destination Truth. All right, I want to watch more videos on it because it seems like a really cool place. And I'm going to do a whole episode because it's local to me. I'm going to do a whole episode on the Bridgewater Triangle here in Massachusetts. And I will show you a couple little things quick so you get an idea. But I can do a whole segment on that, on the Bridgewater Triangle. It is amazing. So there's a lot of really mysterious things. I will show you a couple brief things. And then I want to get into tomorrow's video real quick. I just want to give you like a quick little sneak peek of tomorrow's video. And it says big circles in the middle where nothing grows. UFOs, maybe some kind of radiation from a flying saucer. Lori says, I sure hope you get to go there. What an exciting place, and it will be awesome to video. It would be awesome, and just the scenery alone would be just beautiful to film. But I'll film all night long, so I'll do a whole overnight thing. Camp, have a little fire, make it a whole little thing. It'd be really cool. Bonita says, you can cook on ice. The Eskimos have done it for centuries. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think there's definitely a way. I'll learn how to do it, just in case. I gotta get prepared for Antarctica, so I gotta get prepared. John says, I believe we can time travel. There is a faster than light below what we call absolute zero, and that we can fold space just like the navigator in Dune. We just don't understand the science. They also fold space in Star Trek, right? They fold space to, or is that like warp 10 or something? They try to get to warp 10. They fold space or something like that. Because they can only go like warp 9.9, but then if they hit warp 10, they fold space or something. Let me know. We'll nerd out. Benita, I don't believe that CJ or Jasco videos are real. I mean, probably maybe some things are real because they go to haunted places and maybe some things happen. Because I go to haunted places and if something happens because it's a haunted place, then for sure. But I mean, if they want to push the more the entertainment side of things, I'm not gonna hate on them for it. They can do their thing, and some people find it entertaining. I like to do things differently. That's just my niche, and I have no problem with what they do, and they're successful at it, and there's room for both of us. There's room for both of us. So. Bonnie says, I watch it for entertainment only. Yeah, they're definitely entertaining. They're more entertaining than me. So they're definitely more entertaining than me. But I'm kind of like I have like kind of a serious personality. So, I don't know. I take ghost hunting very seriously. Just because I want like 100% evidence. Just to convince myself. So. That's why I'm always saying like it's a paranormal investigations, because I'm legitimately like, I want proof. So, and if nothing happens, nothing happens. I know it's not as exciting, but and then when we do get some real proof, you guys will be able to go back and say no, like he doesn't he takes things seriously, and you can see like, hey, there's tons of videos where nothing happens. So. John says, well, it's like the fair circle. No one goes near them. I'm not sure what a fair circle is. I will have to look that up. And I'm kind of excited to look that up. That's why I get to learn some new things from you guys. Nikki says, at first they were taking only cows. Now they show up over swamps. Aliens, that is. Maybe they are after methane. maybe they're after methane. Maybe they take the cows to feed the people that they take. I don't know. Maybe they figured that's the best bang for the buck. Get a cow that could feed a bunch of people that they're experimenting on. I don't know. What do you think of that? Bonita says, my uncle lives in Delaware and he says that nothing has ever happened to him in the Pocomoke. I believe it. I mean, I've been to the Hakamak Swamp and the Freetown State Forest, if combined, probably, I don't know, close to 20 times. And I've only had a couple little small things happen that are, still nothing crazy, but I've had a couple small things happen that, I question. And I will show you guys in the future. I kind of want to do its own separate episode, but I will show you a little bit on the Hakamak Swamp. and Freetown State Forest, that whole Bridgewater Triangle. I'll get to it real soon. John says, I'd love to visit the catacombs and the ones in Rome too. Yep. I would. I want to see. I want to visit. I want to see what's in the Vatican in Rome. Like I want to. I want to go into the secret areas of the Vatican. I hear they have stuff from so long ago in the Vatican that no one has access to except for like the Pope and whatnot. John says, I like the way you do it. Thank you very much. Thank you. The catacombs under Paris, the Paris catacombs, and not the tour guide one. I want to go to the one. There's many people who have been there. You have to take like a flooded tunnel to get into it, and I want to go to that part. Kat says, "Hey, what about the Matrix? What about the Matrix? Huge maze covers most of Earth. Aliens dropped Earthlings into maze just for fun. Sorry, just had to throw it out there. That could be true. The Matrix too. I mean, you're talking about like simulation theory, like we're in a matrix, like a supercomputer, maybe created by aliens, or a supercomputer created by future people. Maybe like 1,000 years from now, 2,000 years from now, we created a supercomputer that's all like the metaverse, but like on super steroids, where you can't even distinguish real life from a simulation. I can get into that for a while. That kind of blows my mind. Anne says, Antarctica has no trees, never has. Alaska, Iceland, Greenland all have trees. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if you ever looked on Google Maps of like the Northwest Territories. It just blows my mind that there's so much up there, and it's all like preserved and private land for the natives that are up there. But it's just amazing how much territory is up there. It's all green and it's crazy. John says, I'd visit all of them. London, Paris, Rome, Greece. Yeah, I agree too. I would visit all that. Oh, fairy circles. Okay. I'm going to have to look into fairy circles. I'm not too sure on fairy circles or whatnot. I'm going to have to look into it. And it says, the scary part of forest and camping is that we never thought a tent made us safe. Yeah. Tent won't make you safe. It maybe make you feel a little bit more secure, but I have other things I bring with me to protect me. John says, I only saw the Vatican Catacombs, or to which were allowed. Go to see the archaeologists excavate levels below. Don't know how many floors there are. I can only imagine how many floors are under the Vatican. That is like, it just blows my mind. I've heard of stories. I've heard of Joe Rogan talking about his trip to the Vatican, and it was just, you just couldn't believe it. Especially all the art in there and all the stuff that's in there. It's just, you wouldn't believe it. And I heard it takes like days to explore all of it too. At least the portions that you can explore all of it. All right, I just want to show you guys a little bit of the Hakamak Swamp, and because I'm going to do like a whole episode on it, but since we're talking about like aliens and haunted forests and whatnot, it goes hand in hand. So let me just pull that up quick. I think I have some pictures ready too. And that's how Eskimos can cook. Oh yeah, for sure. I think I've seen like videos and stuff of Eskimos cooking. John says, it's incredible. I'd love to open the Vatican Library and see what is in there. Me too. That would probably take a whole lifetime to see what's in there. Okay, let me see. Okay. So, all right. So here's Massachusetts. Good old Massachusetts. Here is what's considered the Bridgewater Triangle. There's this whole area here where there's been reports of paranormal activity, UFO sightings, Sasquatch, um, these mythical creatures, which I think are interdimensional. And I will let you guys know that on the video that I kind of discuss it a little bit. I'll let you know why I think they're interdimensional. And I kind of have a picture that might go along with it too. There's many places within this triangle that are known to be, or said to be, really haunted. One of them, Lizzie Borden House, is within the Bridgewater Triangle. The Taunton State Hospital, which I started off a Randonautica video doing right in front of the what is now it's a different facility now, but it was the Taunton State Hospital. There is a Stonehill College, which reportedly there's people hearing a ghost of a young girl crying around Stonehill College. I'll actually pull it up, but let's see. So a little kind of like brief history on Hakamak Swamp and the Bridgewater Triangle. There's a portion of it. It's the biggest wetlands in Massachusetts, probably I think in the New England area, called the Hakamak Swamp. And the Hakamak means where the spirits dwell. And the settlers you'll see right here, English colonists called it the Devil's Swamp. And it's supposed to be like thousands of year old Native American burial ground. From the Wampanoags tribe, which was mostly in Massachusetts. I think they stretched down to Connecticut and whatnot. I think the Wampanoags was pretty big. So this whole area stretches out, and you can see here they have, they kind of make fun of it a little bit, but you got Pukwudgie Crossing, and it's like a mythical creature. They say it's like 3 to 4 feet tall, has no hair. Very smooth, like gray skin, and it would like heckle the natives, and it would heckle settlers, throw stuff at them, steal stuff from them. And the natives were so serious about them, they kind of said like there were certain portions that they would say like, that's where the Pukwudgies are. We don't go there. We don't bother them. We let them be. So there's other parts of the country too, like around the Hinsdale House. They claim that native land had Pukwudgies. And there's other places too that claim that they had the Pukwudgies. So it's a folklore, and it's kind of interesting. There's other places too. Right here you have Profile Rock, which they think is a rock formation of Chief Massasoit. Also says that Chief Massasoit's son died here at this very place. Local legends say that Native American ghost dancers are often spied in warrior dress dancing around the rock. Another thing too is about this rock is it collapsed a couple years ago, right before I got to see it. Oh, I didn't even see it. Actually, we got there really late, and they said, no trespassing after dark on this area. And it's kind of surrounded by a lot of houses, and it's on a main road. So I was like, what, we'll come back during the day so we can actually see it. But I heard that it did split, and it's broken. So, which kind of sucks, but many UFO sightings here, strange light orbs, all of that too, and a large pterodactyl-like creature has been said to be seen here. There's also, I'll show you a picture. Let's see if I have this. Let's see if I did it right. I'm still new to this program, so... Alright, I think I have it. Okay. So this is Dayton Rock, and there are petroglyphs on this rock. They have no idea what language it is, where it came from. They have no idea. So it's kind of interesting that's there. They did move it. They did find, I think, on an island in Dayton. They did move it, I think, somewhere in Berkeley. I'm not too sure, but I would like to visit it. And that's another weird thing that's within this triangle. So that's another thing I'm going to try to visit one day. You know, I don't know what kind of language is on there. They don't know what kind of language is on there. Um, there's another formation over there too that I've been to. I actually started a Randonautica video there. It was the bonus fail video. I started it at Skim Milk Bridge, and it's a bridge formation, a rock formation that they have no idea who built it. It might be the oldest bridge in the country. So it's another weird thing in the Bridgewater Triangle. And yeah, people claim they see Sasquatch there. People say there's a story of on Route 44 of a red-headed hitchhiker that disappears. So some red-headed hitchhiker that like walks up and down the road. You see him, you pull over, and then all of a sudden he's gone. It goes something like that. But there might have been one more thing I wanted to show you guys on that too. Yeah, I got something for you. This is kind of, you know, I don't know if this is accurate, but this is just some sketching. I don't know who really did this, but that's kind of like the depiction of what a Pukwudgie is. So, I don't know. But, alright, let me see what you guys are saying here. John says, it's incredible. I love to open the Vatican Library. Okay, I read that. And it says, me too. I just don't get why we are more secure. I mean, the front door has a friggin' zipper. John says, oh yeah, you told me about that. Benita, me too. I would love to have proof, and then I would know that my husband has going on. I think I got lost in the conversation. Lizzie Borden house. Yep, Lizzie Borden house is there. John said, wow, like the old man of the mountain in New Hampshire collapsed. I remember that. I actually got to see the old man in the mountain in New Hampshire. So that was really cool. I'm glad I got to see it for that collapse. That's so crazy. How do you think that formed, John? If you guys don't know the old man in the mountain, you can look it up. It's pretty much a face in the mountain in New Hampshire. It's very popular. Tons of pictures. I might be able to pull it up for you guys. Old man in the mountain. I'll pull up the Wikipedia. Or there's tons of stuff on the old man in the mountain. It says 2003 New Hampshire's Old Man of the Mountain falls. Okay, I got a good one here. There it is. That is the old man in the mountain. And it says, I think a lot of these places are connected by ley lines, and that's some weird stuff. Yeah, the ley lines are so interesting. So interesting. I think there is a ley line that goes through Massachusetts. I could be wrong. I delved into ley lines a little while back. Homer Simpson made it drop. I think I remember that too. John says it's a natural formation, but it contains several large boulders that were turnbuckled in place for years before it fell. Bonita says, I remember that rando video, referring to the bonus fail video. Yeah. That was that bridge is kind of interesting too. The one in Skim Milk Bridge. But yeah, that's Old Man in the Mountain. All right. All right. let me I'm gonna give you guys like a quick little preview of tomorrow's video. I mean, not it's not anything from the video, but some pictures of it, how it looked like beforehand. Just because I was gonna edit some pictures of how this place used to look in the video, but I'm not sure how that works with copyright. So I don't mind if they copyright me in the live stream. That's no problem. But I just wanted to, until I'm cleared up on how to do that, I'm probably going to avoid using copywritten material in the videos until I can figure out like if there's a way I can get around it, or if I can maybe pay some small thing, but we'll see. Bonita says, what made me believe you over CJ or anyone else is because of your rando videos? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, we show the phone. Like, I'll show you exactly where the point is. Drive right to it, and if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. I mean, it's not, it's not my fault if Randonautic app brings me to someone's backyard. I mean, it is what it is. I'm playing the game for how it is. If it doesn't work, sometimes it doesn't work. So, but they're entertaining. They're very entertaining, and they're good at it, and a lot of people enjoy that. And you can use the Randonautic app, in a creative way to make an entertainment video. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. There's room for all of us here, and I respect their hard work. I know how hard it is to produce videos consistently and everything, and they're doing a good job at it. I mean, I haven't watched really any of their videos. I watched a couple of CJ's older videos, which I like. I think CJ's a good guy. I like CJ. So, we all have our own place, and we all work hard, and I respect them. So, Anna says, looks more like a transformer that was turned to Rock by Medusa. It does kind of look like a transformer. That's a good point. John says, I'll tell you one thing. Traveled through Franconia Notch for all my life. Echo Lake has and still gives me the creeps big time. I call it Lake of the Dead. Don't know if any stories. I will Echo Lake. Hey, I mean, email me the details, or just send me a message on Instagram. I'm a little quicker to respond on Instagram. But I'm glad my email's been working. I was kind of sketched out if my email wasn't working, right? And I'm going to that place you sent me real soon. I don't want to give any details about it, but I'm going to go to that place you sent me soon. Check it out. In camp. It'll be cool. Bonita says, I remember seeing that rock on a TV investigation show. Yeah, that's the Dayton Rock, maybe? Because that one's really interesting. Okay, I'm just going to go quickly into tomorrow's video. I'm not going to give much out, and then I'm going to wrap up this live stream. And if you guys have any quick questions, just throw them at me while I'm going through this, and I'll try to get them before the end of this. So, all right, tomorrow's video is of an abandoned lodge. It's in between some really nice mountains. It's very beautiful. I went there back last November, and it was just frosting over. It was like the first frost of the year, which was really cool. And this place is like stuck in like 1970, and there's a couple things I'm gonna leave out because I want you guys to see them. I don't want to just show you everything. So there's one thing I'm not going to show you guys because it's the best part, and it's early on in the video. It's the best part of this whole place, and it was the first time I've ever stumbled upon one of these things, one of these abandoned things. So that makes the whole video. All right. Let me see. So that was the front when it was, I don't know if that's a fake photo, maybe like a computer photo or some sort, or maybe, I don't know. But that's what it looks like when it was up and going, ready to go. You got the station wagon, you got the family, you're going to the lodge. It's in the mountains. Couldn't be better. So you will see I kind of start the video off right in the front. So you're going to be like, time kills these places. So we have the front there. We have the old lobby. Got the 70s style rug over there. Got the wood paneling. You got these little, I like to see the lights in the back corner over there. It just remind me of like the 1970s. So, John loved the beach wagon. Those wagons are great. You know what? You know what's great too is Jeep has kind of brought back the wood panels on their new Grand Wagoneer. The wood panels on the side. I love the wood panels on the side. So, but I want to show what this place, like a little bonus, I guess, for whoever comes to the live stream, see this place, how it used to look, and then when you go to the video, you're gonna be like, whoa, what happened here? One of the other coolest parts too, I will show. I have the pictures ready. I don't know if I want to show everything, but I think it would be cool to see. Yeah, I think it'll be cool to see this. That's the huge outdoor pool in this place. So it's very interesting how everything changes, especially with the growth, because you would never think it was this open. It just looks totally different. It doesn't look as open or anything like that. So I thought this would be interesting. And I don't know about the copyright images. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll find out. And that's just another one of that outdoor pool. Just seems like a really cool place. Up in the mountains, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So that's going to be tomorrow's video. I really enjoy these lodges. They're interesting to see, like, I don't know, the retro style going on. And because I know I was born in '89, so a lot of things have changed, especially with entertainment and whatnot. So I thought that was cool. Another thing about this place, I had like indoor mini golf. Had an indoor mini golf. I had an indoor ice skating rink. I had an outdoor ice skating rink. It might have had an indoor ice skating rink too. I haven't confirmed that, but in one of the pictures, it looked like it maybe had an indoor ice skating rink. I couldn't tell though. And it says, I love both documentary style and entertainment videos, but I can say one thing for sure. It takes serious balls to run around in strange, dark places. Yeah, it definitely does. But it's fun. Like, I don't know. It's really fun to do all that. Benita says, you were talking about proof of life after death. I'm the same way. Then I would know that my husband has gone on to a better place. Yeah, definitely. It would definitely be great to know that. To know that too, and there's other things with paranormal too. I'd like to know. If there are other type of beings that come in and out of dimensions and whatnot. So there's so many aspects to paranormal. There's also like the afterlife, and then there is, what kind of dimensional things we have, interdimensional or anomalies, stuff like that too. So. I want to know for sure, and I want to know if there's multiple different things. John says, wow, good pictures. Yeah, there are good pictures. Definitely good pictures. Definitely not my pictures, but good pictures. Fireman says that seems to be 60s and 70s. Yeah, definitely. I think it was still open up until about the 80s. So you would assume that everything would be, like probably 60s, 70s, especially this one section that's early on in the video. That was a pleasant surprise. It looks definitely 60s. But you guys tell me, you guys know better than me. So. Alright guys, any quick questions? Because I'm going to end this very shortly. So I don't know, throw something at me, either that or, I hope you guys have a great night. And I hope to see you guys in the comments tomorrow in the video. And I'm going to be exploring again for the first time in over a month and like 2 weeks or so. I'm going to be exploring soon this week into next week and whatnot. So I'm excited. Get to use a new camera. You guys are going to see a lot better quality coming in the future. But I'll give you guys a minute if you guys got anything else. And yeah, and you guys can, if you guys haven't yet, check me out on Instagram. And I'm trying to get some of those follows back up. So John says, definitely will keep watch. Thank you. Alright guys, well Fireman says, later bro, Fireman out. Fireman, you get 5 flames today for joining. So thank you, Fireman. Thank you, John. Thank you, Benita. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Tiffany, if you're still in here. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, It's Mids. Thank you, Kat, for joining. And if anyone else is in here, Lori, thank you for joining. Carly Ann, thank you for all the positivity and being the first in the room. I hope I didn't miss anybody. It's hard to see all the names that are in here. But if you did join here, thank you very much. And I will maybe catch you guys next Thursday again. And I'm going to try to do maybe an earlier one for those overseas. So that way you don't have to stay up all night. And we'll see. I want to keep doing this. So I hope you guys really like it. Thank you again. And John says, thank you. Nice, interesting live stream. Thank you very much, John. So yeah, give me your, let me know what you guys think of this. And we'll keep doing this. So thank you guys. Have a great night.